Night of Champions is just days away. WWE did such a weird job scheduling the PLEs this year, man. We got 6 matches on this card, which is shocking because every other PLE for the last 2 years has been 5 matches, other than WrestleMania. So the fact we're getting 6 is crazy, and I made this prediction in my Things I Want to See This Year video where I call for more matches than 5. So at least we're finally getting somewhere. And as every WWE content creator is doing right now, here are my Night of Champions predictions. To kick things off, we have Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes in the King of the Ring finals. This is a match that could have main evented WrestleMania, and I'm shocked they're doing it here, but it's what we're getting. I do like this match. I'm a big fan of this match. This is a match that people wanted to see. I would have just preferred it under different circumstances, but with John Cena being the big bad heel right now, I guess it makes sense. It's fine. But I think all signs just point to Cody Rhodes winning here and beating Randy Orton, planting something for the future, though. So Cody can win, go fight John Cena at SummerSlam. We've seen the little teases throughout the last maybe, 1 to 2 years of Randy being a little bit jealous of Cody. And I feel like this could really be the straw that broke the camel's back, where Randy kind of snaps. I don't know if it's going to be at Night of Champions or when it's going to happen. I feel like seeds are being planted for some sort of heel turn for Randy Orton. He's been a good guy since he returned at Survivor Series in 2023, and I'm very much enjoying like good guy Randy Orton, but Randy Orton undoubtedly is such a better heel than he ever is a good guy. And I love Randy, but I would love to see a new big bad heel, and Randy Orton can be that, especially going into WrestleMania season. So I think the seeds will be planted here. Next, we have the Queen of the Ring finals with Jade Cargill versus Asuka. This is something that my heart wants Asuka to win, but my mind is saying Jade Cargill because I feel like the writing is just on the wall. You have a new rising upcoming star in Jade Cargill versus a veteran in Asuka. Asuka just came back. She got her new theme back. So things are feeling very new and fresh for me, and I want to see that, and I really want to see Io Sky versus Asuka at SummerSlam. I feel like that's a way bigger match than Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam. That's just me. I feel like we could still get that match even if Asuka loses the match, but it's just a better story and makes much more sense if Asuka just straight up wins and challenges Io Sky. So like I said, I want Asuka to win, but unfortunately, I think I'm going to be wrong here. The King and Queen of the Ring is supposed to be to push new or fresh talent, younger talent, and kind of elevate them. And this is the perfect recipe for Jade Cargill. Not so much for Asuka. I'm going to take Jade Cargill here. Next is my new Twitter bestie, Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn. And this was a match that was announced just yesterday on Monday Night Raw. I was hyped. I can't believe we're finally getting it. I truly thought that this, at least at first, was going to be just a match on Monday Night Raw. I'm shocked that they moved it to Saudi Arabia. I also think it was an excuse to get Sami Zayn in front of his people. They pulled the Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles match for this, and I feel like maybe it's because of what's going on in the world right now, where maybe one of them didn't want to go, so they switched it and they threw Karrion Kross on the card against Sami Zayn, which I'm super happy about. Karrion Kross is my boy. I'm rooting for this dude. We're Twitter besties now. He followed me yesterday. Super hyped about that. Follow the Mike Sanchez _ on Twitter. We're starting to get some traction on Twitter a little bit. So pretty cool. Storyline-wise, Karrion Kross has been tormenting Sami Zayn for months, and it would make so much sense for Sami Zayn to win here, but I really hope that doesn't happen. Because unlike Kross, Sami is one of those guys, he can lose, and he can lose cleanly, and it's not going to really hurt his stock. Because if Kross straight up loses, it could hurt. But I don't know how they're going to do this. I'm going to pick Sami Zayn here, but I really, really hope I'm wrong. Because I feel like Kross needs this way more than Sami does. I understand that Sami is from that area, so having him lose would kind of suck. Partly feel like that this is almost a test for Kross, because people have been pushing for him to be on TV more. People want to see him wrestle. They want to root for the guy, and they want to see him on TV weekly. So I feel like this is more so just a huge test for Kross to really show what he can do and prove that he should be there. Kind of like LA Knight with Roman Reigns, when LA Knight was kind of on that meteoric rise, and then they finally gave him Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel. I feel like this is the way to get Kross on TV, prove that he can run with the best, and then see what happens. And I really hope that Kross comes out of this looking like $1 million. That's all I really care about, win or lose or draw. As long as he looks good, that's the most important thing for me. I'm going to take Sami Zayn here, but I would absolutely love and 100% support a Karrion Kross win. And we kind of need him to. Next is Rhea Ripley versus Raquel, and I actually kind of am feeling Raquel here. And I feel like this time last year, or at least like in the fall of last year, people were not really big on Raquel like that. And when she did return to help Liv Morgan beat Rhea Ripley, it was like awkward. And I feel like even sometimes now, like Raquel is awkward sometimes. I like her, but like she's not the greatest. This past Monday Night Raw, the interaction that she had with Rhea Ripley, where she's cursing her out in Spanish, Rhea comes down, they're fighting, whatever, and then she slams her through the Slim Jim table. I felt something. I felt like there was a little shift in her, and it felt different. in a great way. Like, she was presented very good and very strong, which I feel like Raquel hasn't had that type of presentation. She's been the Robin to Liv Morgan, and she never really had a chance to truly shine like that. And this past Monday, she did that. She showed up Rhea Ripley and slammed her through the table. And I love Rhea Ripley. I'm always going to root for her. She's one of my favorites. But Raquel winning here would be so big with the help of Roxanne, because it'll further the storyline down the road of whenever Liv Morgan comes back from that shitty injury, which sucks so bad. I feel so bad for her because she's going to miss SummerSlam, which is in her hometown, and she's from Elmwood Park. East Rutherford is like 15, 20 minutes from here. So, like, it's her hometown. Like, that sucks. You could further the story of Roxanne coming in and kind of changing everything, changing the relationships between Raquel and Dominic Mysterio, to where I feel like Liv Morgan is going to come back as one of the biggest baby faces in the entire company. How do you do that? You start the relationship now of Roxanne and Raquel, and you have Roxanne help Raquel beat Rhea Ripley. And eventually down the line, I just have a strong feeling, because I know how WWE works, it's going to be Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Raquel and Roxanne at some point. At some point. You heard it here first. Book it. Next, we have Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa, and I feel like overall, this is a very obvious match of what's going to happen, but part of me isn't 100% sure, because I feel like they could pull the trigger on Solo Sikoa beating Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship, but I don't know if they want to save it. There's absolutely no way that this is the only time these two fight each other. I have a strong feeling that they're going to have another match at SummerSlam, which is exactly why I'm going to take Jacob Fatu here, and then we're going to go to SummerSlam, and Solo Sikoa is going to beat Jacob Fatu with the help of a new Bloodline member, or whatever faction they're calling it now. Here, in this time, I'm going to take Jacob Fatu. If this was SummerSlam, I would probably take Solo Sikoa. And last but certainly not least, we have John Cena versus CM Punk. And this is just a whole feud about nostalgia, and I'm all for it. We had the Pipe Bomb 2.0 with John Cena, which I thought was awesome. I'm still waiting on CM Punk's rebuttal. Hopefully we get it at SmackDown this coming Friday, right before Night of Champions, which will be interesting. The match itself, I wonder what they're going to do and how it's going to go, but I have a really strong feeling that Seth Rollins is going to be involved in some type of way. I'm not saying he's going to cost CM Punk directly. Something funky is going to happen here. There's no way Cena just beats CM Punk. I feel like it's going to be because of Seth Rollins, because they still have to have their third match, that rubber match. And I feel like the seeds could totally be planted to have Seth Rollins come out, kind of tease a cash in, maybe distract CM Punk, as to where John Cena beats him. John Cena is not losing a Night of Champions. We know that for a fact. I would be blown away, no pun intended, if CM Punk beat John Cena. But I feel like this is going to set up Seth Rollins versus CM Punk for the third match at SummerSlam, or CM Punk loses, Cody Rhodes wins, and then maybe, just maybe we get a triple threat match at SummerSlam. How do you make people care about Cody Rhodes versus John Cena? You don't. You make it a triple threat, because I don't want to see Cody Rhodes versus John Cena again. I just don't. I don't care what they do. They stunk it up at WrestleMania. It's just what it is, and I'm sorry. They should... That's just how I feel. Seth Rollins fakes a cash-in, distracts CM Punk. John Cena hits him with the belt. Pin 1, 2, 3. Cena holds up the belt, walks out as the bad man that he is. From there, Cody Rhodes challenges Cena, and then CM Punk comes out and says, well, I never really lost. And then from there, who knows what happens. You could just do Cena versus Cody Rhodes again at SummerSlam, but I don't really care for that, if I'm being 100% honest with you. So I'm taking Cena here. That's my predictions for that.